Hello, hello. Oh, I hope this message finds everyone in good health and in good wealth, in good spirits, and all of that. Right away, Spirit is coming through loud and clear, has been and will continue to be coming through so clear. Ancestors coming through very, very clear. A very good time to connect. There are decisions being made, okay? Not just for a while, it's been a situation where it's like, entertaining the idea or facing the reality that decisions need to be made, and it's now more of a like making the decision. There's a lot more clarity. There will continue to be more clarity. Okay. Oh wow, let me see. Hello, hello, hello everybody. Hello. um Kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, there's a lot of very strong, very clear, very direct energy messages have been coming through. It's so, a lot of you don't know this about me, but I get like very lifted. Like, um, oftentimes it's hard for me to be grounded enough to read something like tarot, because tarot is very it's very three-dimensional. And so when you don't see me, I'm often working on the online shop, and when I do that, it's a very mindful meditation. I do a lot of energetic type of work when I'm wrapping these jewelry pieces or wrapping wands or fixing chicken feet or oils or vinegars or tinctures, or making candles, infusing and charging and all of these things that I do. When I am chanting and singing and praying and these things, I am off in a whole nother realm. It's very hard to come back and be grounded enough to read tarot. So when y'all don't see me, I'm sorry, but do know that I'm busy and I do a lot, and I try to put out as much as I can. And I try to keep, at least something like for the month or for the week, or, a random here and there. I do try, but I do a lot. So understand, for someone like me, tarot is very 3D, and it can be very hard to go in and out when you're doing so much of the other. All right. Now that that's explained, because I know people are like, where you been? Where you been? Like, you're inconsistent, this and that. I don't mean to be. I do a lot, man. I do a lot. So yeah, a lot of clarity coming in, a lot of messages coming in strong and fast. All right. See, good to see you. I was worried. Like, yeah, don't be worried. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, do understand, I am always working. I do a lot. I do a lot. Tarot is not the main thing for me, as it is for a lot of tarot readers. I don't get paid enough on tarot, doing things by donation and that, not being monetized. And yeah, it's a thing, but it's not the only thing, not by far. So yeah, understand, when you don't see me, I'm working very hard. Um, you can always follow me on Instagram or Facebook. Okay. Power, the Four of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of times this can be greed, this can be control issues, this can be holding on too tight. There are some people that are holding on to power, but I'm feeling, either it's slowly being ripped away, or people are slowly allowing it to fade away, because I do feel like people are not holding on as tight. And by not trying to be the most powerful or obtain the most power, by realizing that you are power, I feel like it's allowing people to release this a lot easier. Now, there are some people that are fighting tooth and nail to hold on to that shit. But there are even more people that I am feeling at this time, at least that I am connecting with, that are realizing they are the power and that they don't need to control everything. And the path seems to be getting much easier that way. things are starting to flow in much easier. And I don't have my camera on my face today, y'all, because, like, I look stoned as fuck. And I'm not stoned. I do not smoke weed. I do not ingest weed anymore. Not that I wouldn't or have anything against it. I just simply don't, for various reasons. But my connections, especially when energy as intense as it is right now, mostly all of my soul connections smoke the fuck out of some weed. And it has been so bad lately. Like, literally, we'll just be driving and boom, my son is like, why do you look like you just smoked 20 blunts? Like, all of a sudden, and I'm getting the munchies. And yeah, so um it's not me. But I was like, oh my, I put the camera on my face. I was like, holy shit. Nope, not today. I look stoned. Love it. Six of Pentacles. See? From the Four of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. And that's what I'm saying. I'm feeling like people are starting to realize their power. All right. And it's in this that they're releasing the need to control, that they're starting to become very successful. What did they say about smoking? I just finished smoking. I don't doubt it. Yeah, a lot of people are coming into, like, things are just starting to flow. Again, a lot of people are, like, well, I'm not going to say a lot. Some people still are holding on tooth and nail fighting, but there are a lot more people that I'm connecting with that are starting to realize letting go is okay. Letting go is okay. It's, in fact, that lack mentality that creates the need to hold on so tightly. And when you start to shift, which is what's happening, when you start to shift and let go of that lack mentality, success just flows. All right, whatever you see, universe, God, spirit, your deities, whatever is your shit, it just begins to flow. Balance restored. The world. What am I telling you? New things are coming in, new cycles, new relationships, deepening. There's a massive deepening of relationships, of understanding between one another, of respect between one another. Okay? Both in the 3D, we're going to skip 4D, 5D, 6D and up. I've noticed a lot more people traveling. There's a lot more activity. I don't mean physically traveling. Some of you may be physically traveling, but I'm talking about in other realms. And they're awake. Usually they're sleeping. A lot of times when you go to other realms, a lot of people, they look like zombies, or they like sway back and forth. They don't have good balance. They're standing and they may be moving, but it's like they're sleepwalking. Not seeing as much of that lately. They're actually much more aware that they're in these realms. They're much more active. You know, people are really starting to wake up. Lots of cycles endings, karmic cycles endings, lots of healing taking place, lots of past life healing. Okay, it's like I'm starting to see all of these fragments come together of people, all DNA being activated, information being activated, life force being rejuvenated. Okay, people really starting to understand, and not just understand, but have a respect for one another. Okay, 10 of Wands. Like I said, I'm seeing a lot of people take responsibility in the fact that it's not everyone else's place and it's not everyone else's fault to carry the weight of my own shit. This is my shit. This is my reality. I'm responsible for me. I'm responsible. I am the power. Okay, I take responsibility for the cycles that I continue to go through. Okay, if I've allowed myself to be caught up in a revolving door, then I need to get myself the fuck up out of it. Okay? I'm not seeing this as a burden. I'm really not. I'm seeing this as people finally owning up to their shit and taking responsibility and taking a very active role in their life, in their spirituality, in their beliefs, in their traumas, in their healing. In their experiences. Because one thing that I've observed over time, wow, that I don't know that I can go into that right now because that would take a lot. Well, there are dimensions of hell, right? There are levels of hell, right? So like we know we're in hell on earth. Like you would have to be crazy to not think that this is a level of hell. A higher level, yes, but a level of hell nonetheless. And then you have levels of hell, you know. And then you have, just like you have levels up. If you have levels up, you have to have levels down, right? So a lot of times when I go to the lower levels, I will see people that don't necessarily understand that they're there. They truly look like zombies. And even in 4D, not necessarily in 5D, but a lot of times even in 4D, you see people, like I said, it's like they're sleeping. It's like they're dreaming. They think they're dreaming rather, but really they're traveling. And then you see people that are caught in a state of poverty. They're caught in their own state of hell, in lower hells. And they don't really know that they're there. I have been seeing people more awake. They're more active. They don't look as zombie-like, if zombie at all. A lot of them. You still have some, but not near as many. I'm witnessing this on lower levels as well as higher levels. People are starting to take responsibility. They're starting to wake up. They're starting to become very active in their consciousness and their mental states and their mental prisons, their mental hells. Okay? Whoa. Okay, we got the Hanged Man, the Last Judgment, Temperance, Four of Swords, Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Swords. Very interesting. Let me get these out here. One more for good measure. I love that the last one there, just because I'm an even Steven type of person, is the Ace of Pentacles. I love that. I love that people's perspective is shifting and changing to a better place. I love that everyone is shifting. I love that people are growing and waking up, not being stuck there anymore. As I talk about waking up, you have a resurrection taking place, a rebirth, okay? A balance and a moderation coming in, all right? Through deep states of meditation, okay? That Four of Swords, look at how they're sleeping there. As I talk about, most people dream, they think they're dreaming. Everybody dreams, right? But most people think they're dreaming. They don't understand that they're actually traveling. Now, sometimes you just have dumb dreams, right? Sometimes dreams are just dreams and you're not really traveling. But a lot of times people think they're dreaming and they're actually traveling. And I'm seeing people become much more aware of this, okay? In as above, so below, okay? So that's like I was talking about, like earth is a hell, and you have levels of hell, you have levels of higher realms, so heavens, hells, you know, I don't, whatever, I hate to call it that, but that's what people know it as. You know what I'm talking about when I say it. I don't necessarily view it as a hell, but you understand me. So I'm seeing people become much more aware of the mirroring of the realities, okay? And how to be trapped in one is to be trapped in another, okay? Through these forms of meditation and deep states of thought, okay? This can be freeing or it can be entrapment. It is all a matter of perception, interpretation, and awareness. Okay, the Nine of Wands with the High Priestess. I love this is coming out like this because I feel like people are standing up, not just standing guard, but it's like, yeah, a little bit standing guard. Like people are taking their power back, man. People are like, I know I am the High Priestess. I know that I am divine. People are starting to understand not just their quote unquote enlightened side, but also their warrior side. I'm feeling like people are really starting to get away from this. I am a healer. I am a tarot reader. I am a shaman. I am a psychic. I am a warrior, to I am whatever I need to be, whatever is called for. That's what I am. People are starting to get a very, very nice, healthy balance. I love it. I absolutely love it. They're not taking any shit, at least not laying down. That's what I'm getting with this. Ending, lessons learned, door shutting, new opportunity coming. Okay? I'm not going to take it lying down. It happened. But I'm going to leave it where it's at, and I'm going to take the opportunity that's being given to me to start again, to start new, to start whole. Vibration and frequency shifted. Paradigms shifting left and right. Seven of Cups at the bottom of the... Okay, people are realizing that they have options. Now, in this, you do have the Death. You have a snake. You have an octopus. You have some shit that seemingly... You have the Tower. Okay? You've got jewels. You've got a crown. You've got beauty. You may see death and evil, fear, burdens, parasites. That's not what I see. I don't feel like there's all bad in these cups. I feel like there's a lot of options, and again, always a matter of perception and interpretation. I see that snake and I think of transformation. Snake is definitely one of my spirit animals. Snake and the Raven, since I was a very, very tiny girl, a baby actually. So to me, that is transformation. Okay? Death, same thing. I'm always in the underworlds and the upper world. I'm very comfortable in that realm, and to me, death is life. One leads to the other. Everything has a cycle. To me, death is beautiful. So to me, that's a good cup as well. Okay? Parasites. The fact that I can see the parasite in that cup tells me not only am I aware of it, but if you look at things like parasites, like leeches, like maggots, things like that, mites and things like that, they still have a purpose. They were even used in healing practices, and some places still are. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's understanding how to use what is in the cup when it's necessary and not being afraid of it. That is what I am getting here. I didn't even see the Magus and the Chariot. Okay? It's understanding how to use whatever element, whatever is necessary when it's necessary. Okay? Moving forward, forward thinking, not allowing a lifelong program to deter you from a new way of thinking. Okay? Not allowing fear to get in the way and saying, this is the way that it is because this is how I was programmed. No, fuck that. Deprogram. Upload a new software. Fuck the software. Get back to yourself. Get back to your true consciousness, your own heart. Four of Pentacles in the reverse position. What did I say? Release and control. That's what I got out from the very beginning. Four of Pentacles was the first card out of this deck and the first card out of this deck. One in the upright, one in the reverse. I love it. I absolutely love it. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Normally I don't do that, but I have to start, right? I have to start. Also, check out the shop. The October videos will be out pretty soon. And I'll try to have like a sort of display up of items that are in the shop. I'm adding a lot of stuff. I still do custom orders, but you got to pay for it first. And I kind of load the custom orders. People like what they see. And then I try to put a few of those items in the shop. But it's just me, and everything is handmade. So it takes a lot, and it's hard to keep it stocked. The Ace of Pentacles. Now it is in the reverse position. Let's see what that's about. Release and control. The Emperor. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse position. A lot of just releasing the need to control. When you try to control something and you have your mind made up on how it's supposed to go, all right, when you're leading from a place of fear and absolute sort of like it's a nastier power because it's not very trusting. The Emperor in reverse, to me, it is power, right? They definitely have power and control, but it's sort of overbearing because it's so scared that if it were to let go of the need to control, that it wouldn't have the power that it thinks it deserves. That's the Emperor to me. To me, if the message was pure, it wouldn't need to be forced in this fearful manner. Okay, so this is a message that by allowing it, you know, releasing the control, and by, or vice versa, trying to control it so much to the point that you miss your opportunities. Okay, so instead releasing the control so that you see more opportunities. Okay, and sometimes there's also a message of like finding your place in chaos. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's what I'm being told to say. Four of Cups in the reverse position. I'm getting an energy of starting to come out of the withdrawal state, but it's like very slow. It's very slow. Whatever it is about this energy, it's like someone needs a minute to like back up. Like I need a minute to myself. It's like I'll come back out slowly. I see you. I hear you. I need a minute. I need to regroup. I need to reanalyze. Here's the thing. It's like this energy that I'm tapping into right now, it's changing so fast that you can't just jump on every old offer or person that you used to talk to, or the way you used to conversate, or the things that you used to talk about. They may not be accelerating at that rate. And so it's like, I still love you. I'm still here. I see you, but I need a minute. My thoughts are shifting. My beliefs are shifting. I'm shifting. So I'm feeling like I will come back out. I just need a minute. Whoa. The Six of Pentacles. Now it did like hop out. I don't even know what, I'm picking it up in the reverse position, but I'm not sure exactly which way it flew out. With this Four of Cups, see, this is like everything that used to be doesn't serve me. And I'm looking at this, I'm drawn to this Ten of Wands. It's like, you know, when you shift at this rate, when you shift, period, everything shifts, right? So, for example, if I'm far more skilled, like let's say you start out at an apprentice level with anything, well, you know, so it takes you longer to do something, or you don't do it as good as the master, whatever, then of course you would get paid less. Now, as your skill set progresses and sort of, I can't think of words, gets better. Ace of Swords just kind of fell out there. As you get better at your craft, your practice, your service, whatever it is, you begin to charge more. Okay, so if you do hair and you're practicing on doing hair, you know, you may charge you know, $10 or $20 an hour. But as you get faster, as you get better, you know, 2, 3, 4 years in, as you get your license or whatever, now you're worth, you know, $90 an hour. Some locticians make. Okay, but you don't start out at that. So now there's an energy here, and I'm just using that as a generic example, but there's an energy here of leveling up and shifting in skill, in mind, in everything. And now it's like I get it, but I need to hold back. I need to reassess what exactly I'm worth, what this is worth, what I should be asking for, because it's not even anymore. It was until I leveled up. Now I need more. Something more even, or more, yeah, even. And this is just with, this is not necessarily money related, but it is like just even in, because I'm getting, they're telling me philosophy and philosophical conversations. So you could be in a partnership with somebody, you could be in a relationship or a partnership or have friends, you know, y'all may be chilled every day and just sat around smoking weed or drinking beer. Well, as you shift, maybe you don't want to smoke weed all the time. Maybe you don't even want to drink anymore. Okay, maybe you're diving into things where you want much more philosophical type conversations, and you're chilling with people that just drink and smoke weed and don't have a fucking thing to offer to an intellectual conversation. So it's not that I love you any less. Like, we can still chill sometimes, but we're just not on the same level anymore. And this is what I'm seeing happening here with all of these right here. Okay, the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. With the Nine of Cups in the reverse position. I'm told to get two more before I speak on this. The Star. And the Five of Wands. Okay, so there's an action here that needs to be taken. There's a situation that needs to be confronted, and it does have to do with leveling up and following a more divine path. Okay, healing a situation that hasn't been right. There's something here that needs to be rectified. I think I saw somebody talk about pricing. Oh, Danny, I'm in the middle of revamping my pricing. Oh, me too. Me too. I didn't have pricing, but that shit's about to change because I did it for as long as I could, and it's done now. But yeah, there's an energy here of not rushing in to shit that you don't want. Meaning, why am I going to rush to help a person that would not fucking pick up a glass of water to put on me if I was on fire? Why would I rush in to help you? You want me to move mountains for you, and you won't even pick up the fucking phone for me. I'm using that as a generic example, but am I really? No, not really, because I'm speaking to somebody. There's a situation here, there's an energy here of backing off. People for a while were rushing in to help people that didn't want to help themselves, and for damn sure didn't want to help you, because baby, if someone is not willing to help themselves, do you really believe that they're willing to help you? You better wake the fuck up. You better wake the fuck up. That's this Star. Understanding that you are the Star. There's a situation that needs to be confronted here and rectified. They continue to say rectifying the situation. I'm actually seeing Maman Brigitte. Interesting. Whoa, that came from, I don't know that I want to speak on that. I don't think I'm going to speak on that. Just understand that balance is being restored. Okay? You know, well, I'm not going to say that. Ten of Swords, again. Have people deceived us? Yes. Have they broken contracts, broken agreements, changed their minds, stepped on us, pushed us, hurt us, stabbed us in the back? Yeah. But how much of it did we allow? Probably quite a bit of it. And now it's time to close the door. Nothing wrong with it. It's just time to end it. It's just time to end it. Walk away. That's it. That's all. Did you learn something? Are you better for it? Okay, good. Now let's move on. Knight of Swords in the reverse position. There's an interesting overlaying energy here of gossip and truth. Be careful. Be careful of intoxicating energy. It's good to have fun. It's good to laugh. It's not good to gossip. Okay, be careful with what you're allowing in your I don't know what to, like, bubble. They're showing me a bubble. What you allow in your bubble, what you allow in your energetic field. There you go. It's okay to send healing energy or positive energy or light or whatever to people that are having a down moment, that are having a tough time. Okay. It's not okay to sit there and let them bombard you with 3 hours of negativity and fucking gossip. Okay. Is that really what you want to allow in as you are trying to shift paradigms and level up? No, I don't think so. Okay. Um, be very careful with, because here's another thing. When you are sort of letting go of control enough, sometimes it can be a very vulnerable state while you are allowing yourself to shift. And when people try to penetrate that, when you allow ugliness to penetrate that, because remember, you're shifting, you're allowing yourself to be taken in another direction. So when you are letting go of control and allowing yourself to flow, if you choose to invite the negative gossip and bullshit, you will flow in that direction. Okay? So you must make a conscious effort to shut out that energy and go towards positivity and keep it clean, keep it as pure as possible. Again, it's good to have fun. It's not good to subject yourself to a bunch of negative gossip and bullshit. All right, because when you are allowing yourself to go where you're led, if you allow that in, you will be led down that path. It's really that simple. And it can stop you and shut you down altogether. I'm also seeing a situation here. This is not going to be for everyone, but there is a specific message here that someone here is really fighting tooth and nail to take someone with them. Okay? You're really fighting tooth and nail to get someone on the way that you believe, on your path. It's like, I really want to take you with me. I think you're my soulmate. You're my twin flame. You're my whatever. Bitch, get a fucking grip. You cannot force anybody to go down the path that you're going on. It's your path for a motherfucking reason. That's your path. It's not equal. You've outgrown them, or you were never Okay. I'm starting to get agitated, really agitated. So I feel like Spirit is a little bit done fucking with you on that level. Whoever this message is for, you gonna learn today. You're trying to drag someone kicking and screaming. I'm seeing someone rationalizing and re-rationalizing. Is even re-rationalize, is that even a fucking word? I don't know. But it's like, stop it. Stop it. They're not ready. There's a challenge here that you're like, you're fighting tooth and nail and you're not going to fucking win. You're not going to win because they're not ready. They're not on your level or in your space, rather. It's not even about level, but more situation of space. Y'all are on totally different spaceships. One's in a fucking UFO and the other one is in a damn, they're showing me the Flintstone thing where you're running with your feet. A little bit like, eons apart. Two of Cups in the Tower. I'm telling you, all of a sudden I'm connecting with somebody who is kicking and screaming and dragging. Just, it's like you are beating them in the head with your own philosophy or your belief system, trying to get them to come with you like a motherfucker. And it's like, dude, let the tower fall. It is not what you thought it was. And if it is, then it will come later. But what you have to do is continue on your path. If they're meant to be, it will be. Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling somebody really, really needs to walk away from this situation. And it's not even a choice of which direction do I go. You know exactly which direction to go. You just don't want to do it. It's really that simple at this point. Okay. That went off in a whole nother direction. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time.